Alright, so this is following on from the last White Australia policy video. This stuff is not really going to be in the assessment. It's just for anyone who wants to understand what ended up happening with the White Australia policy. So probably watch that video first. But after World War II, Australian governments embraced the idea of populate or perish, which was the concept that a large population was vital for Australia, both economically and for national defence. So British migration was encouraged in particular, including incentives such as migration for as little as £10, which included your voyage. So it's about $700 or $800 in today's money. So for the price of migrating to another country and having all your paperwork taken care of, it was a pretty good deal. But we also saw in this period relaxing a lot of the other laws. So, other European people were allowed in a lot more. So most of your Southern European migration happened at this point. So a lot of people who trace their family back to countries like Italy and Greece probably came here in the 50s a lot of the time. Migration from these countries was now encouraged as well as British migration. We see a lot of relaxing of the migration laws. But especially British migration was still encouraged. I mean, we had schemes like Bring Out of Britain. Can you accommodate a British family? If so, please get in touch with your local Bring Out of Britain committee. So it was kind of encouraged to welcome people from England, encourage them to come here because it's good to have British people here. It was still thought at the time. But over the next few decades, both Labor and Liberal governments gradually erased the immigration restrictions that were in place because they wanted to increase this population. Remember, populate or perish was still the idea. If we have lots of people, it's good for the economy because, it is. If you got more people, and you got more people buying stuff, and you got more people paying taxes, so it's good in that sense. But also the idea that if we've got lots of people, then it's a strong country and it can't be invaded too easily as well. Because, people were scared after World War II and what happened with the bombing of Darwin. So we thought, right, if we've got lots of people, it's going to be much better. And in fact, in 1958, the dictation test, which we went through in the last video, was abolished. And in 1973, the Whitlam government formally renounced the White Australia policy, with Immigration Minister Al Grassby saying, "Give me a shovel and I will bury it." Okay, so other governments before the Whitlam government had slowly, taken apart the White Australia policy-informed laws. But in 1973, the Whitlam government formally announced, said, no, we're done with White Australia policy. It was stupid. It was bad. We're going to move forward from that. And as you can see there, the Whitlam government was more famous for the sweeping changes it brought to the country rather than their fashion sense. Right, and that's what happened to the White Australia policy. After this comes the multiculturalism period, but that's the content of, I think, a different video. Right, have an awesome day, and I'll see you later.